Oftentimes 30 minutes is simply not enough to have an opportunity to explore all the different areas that I want to with the guests in the show. I knew Mark Carpenter was going to fit into that category, so I took advantage of the opportunity to extend our time in this bonus episode. So stay tuned for some great wisdom from Mark Carpenter coming up. Hi, I'm Karin Reed. I'm a four-time author, Emmy Award-winning broadcast journalist, and communication expert on helping people to own the room, whether it be a physical one or a virtual one. Welcome to Speaker Dynamics. Mark Carpenter, thank you for being so generous with your time and agreeing to spend a little bit more time talking with me on the Speaker Dynamics Own the Room podcast. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about during our half hour, which flew by and I could not fit in, was who is this book going to benefit the most?
And really anybody who is interested in strengthening their teams and by leading with humanity. Now, that's really broad.
Right.
I would get more specifically to the people who lead frontline leaders and frontline leaders.
Okay.
And then people who are looking to be a frontline leader. So first-time leaders, I think, would benefit from this greatly, but also the people who lead those people. Because those people in that next level position often look at that first level and go, gee, why aren't they succeeding? Yeah. And a lot of it is because they haven't been given people skills. We promote people who are the best position person in their position, the best software engineer, the best widget maker, the best sales team member. And we put them into a leadership position and we say, now go lead. But we don't give them the people skills they need to work with people. And so if this book can help the people who are leading that frontline leadership to understand their role as people leaders, that's going to be very powerful. And that helps set the standard for what leadership looks like within the organization.
I think what you're also speaking to is a training gap.
Yeah.
What do you see as being the area that most organizations just ignore when it comes to elevating people into leadership positions?
Well, I very commonly ask this question when I speak on this topic, and I say, what kind of leadership or what kind of training do those first-time leaders get? You want to guess what the most common response is that I get?
It's got to be budgeting.
No, it's nothing.
Okay.
Honestly, which surprised me a little bit. I was going to things like budgeting and processes and systems, because that's
KPIs.
what I got as a first-time leader.
Yeah.
But the most common response I get is, we got nothing. I didn't get it. It was here's your leadership keys to the car. Go drive. Don't cause any accidents. And it just, it's weird to think of it that way, but that's in essence what we're doing with those people. We don't give them any training at all. But you think about those trainings that came to your and my mind about budgeting and process and system and policy. Those are all position-based skills. And as a first-time leader, your job has fundamentally changed. It's gone from, I got to just get stuff done, to I've got to get stuff done through other people. And so I need those people skills. And I may be able to get by just on my wit and charm and personality for a while. But when things get tough, I'm going to need some people skills to help me be successful in that role. And so that's why I emphasize those three key leadership skills of listening intently, communicating intentionally, and recognizing individually. They will overlap a lot of the skills that you need to be successful as a first-time manager.
Yeah, because otherwise you're just, basically trying to learn the skills by osmosis and seeing, the people around you and how they lead. And you could be learning some really bad lessons, from them, if they are especially, leading by position. So, do you have any advice for those who don't have access to training in these people skills?
Yeah, find a good mentor. Find someone who you feel like does have some of those skills and ask for help. Usually people are fairly honored by saying, hearing somebody say, would you mentor me? Would you help me with this? And usually people are willing to help in those situations. And so look for a mentor, ask for it. There's also a lot of great leadership articles, books, online videos. There's all sorts of places that you can get more information today that we didn't have access to 30, 40 years ago. And so tap into whatever you can. Don't say, they're not giving me this, I can't do anything. Do something.
Yeah. Yeah. So if the organization isn't filling in the gaps, you can take it upon yourself to fill in the gaps and just make sure that you remember the importance of, having these skills be built out so that you are successful and you create that leadership legacy that you want to have it, attached to your name. So, hey, Mark, thank you. That was really helpful. And I am delighted to have you here.
Absolutely my pleasure. Thanks, Karin.